Okay, so this is going to be a video on how to sell SEO. Okay, so on my right we have Natter.
Yes, sir.
Sniper rifle that joined our team a couple months ago. Learned how to sell advertising really well, and then now we're moving him on to selling SEO, which is more recurring revenue, longer term contracts. Advertising you can usually lock in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, maybe 4 to 6 months. But usually it's a shorter term campaign than locking in an SEO contract for, let's just say, 12 months, 24 months, 36 months. Okay? Obviously that's valuable. And part of the way we incentivize our sales reps on our team to go about selling SEO is we give 20% commission on the initial payment. So whether they collect first month upfront or whether you collect 6 months upfront. Doesn't matter. Whatever the first payment is, first payment, you get 20% of the first payment. Every other payment on the contract, you get 5%. So we give recurring commission for all of our sales reps selling SEO so that they're more incentivized to sell SEO than advertising or than other short-term stuff, which essentially guarantees our revenue long term, thus building the company, building more predictability in our cash flow and all these other things. So there's a couple things you're going to need. Okay. First thing is let's go over the tools. Okay, because to sell SEO, you need to appear like a wizard. You need to showcase tools. You need to know what you're talking about, and we're going to cover a bunch of these things. Okay, so let's look at this together. I want to make sure you see my screen Natter. Okay, hold on. Let's get all set here. Okay, so all right. Okay. So yeah, so basically this is how it's gonna work. So you're gonna need, if I make a Google search, okay, let me type in, I'll just type a random search. Let's just say Toronto SEO services as an example. Okay, sponsored, and you see variance marketing, number 1. Shout out variance marketing. So we rank number 1 for Toronto SEO services, okay? Now, obviously my search results look different than yours. Can you point out to me what looks different in my search results?
Meaning,
what do you see differently on Google? Like if you make a search, right? Mm-hmm. You see this shit on the right side? Okay, right. It's suggesting more keywords to me, see? Mm-hmm. And then look on the actual results. You see the results? It says stats. You see these statistics? Right. In the actual result. Referring links, 1.5 thousand backlinks, right? Referring domains, 328, right? Spam score, 1%, right? Mm-hmm. Moz domain authority, 19 out of 100, right?
Okay.
So you're seeing quite a few different statistics there, right?
Right.
Do you see how if I was on a live sales call and I just Googled anything and just showed you my results, immediately you look at me differently? Mm-hmm. Right? And that's all in the tools. So let's talk about tools. Mm-hmm. You're going to need keywords everywhere, which is this one right here. It's a Google Chrome extension. So you go install for Chrome. Okay. Okay? We'll send all the links will be in the description, and we'll send it to you after as well. Beauty. But yeah, think about it like this: keywords everywhere is one. And that's the one that's showing the trend data. See this keyword trend data? It's also showing a few traffic? Related. Yeah, so just like by traffic, yeah, it's estimates. None of this is legit. But for example, keywords everywhere. 2003 was spiking, then went low, and then now it's spiking as they're building their company, right? Mm-hmm. So it's going to give you trend data on every search. You can filter by 3 months, you can filter the graph however you'd like, right? Mm-hmm. Show this to a live client, right? Talk about a keyword opportunity. Let's just say you're dealing with a jewelry company, right? Mm-hmm. So we worked with this company. We ranked them for diamond watches, okay? The company's called it'shot.com. Okay. So diamond watches, you're going to show what we've done, right? 2 clients. So here's some stats, okay? People's Jewelry. It'shot.com. So they rank number 2. Okay, right under People's. People's is a huge company. You know People's. They're in Yorkdale. Yeah. Massive company, right? It'shot.com, e-commerce brand, ranking right below them. Wow. And then even above Michael Hill, above Chrono 24, above Trax NYC, above Bulgari, above Rolex, Omni Jewelers, Nordstrom, above all these guys. Insane. Okay? It's one of our clients. So one thing I want you to understand is that by me searching a potential keyword, let's just say, give me a niche. What are you? What kind of business are you running, Natter?
Let's say software as a service.
Software as a service, okay? So, but what type of software? What does your software do?
manages clients' follow-ups.
Okay, let's say CRM then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say CRM. Okay, you can even type in just the word CRM, or you can type in best CRM. Okay, for, and who are you targeting with your CRM? Is it mortgage agents, small businesses?
Let's say realtors.
Realtors. Best CRM for realtors, right? So I'm going to type that in, and you're going to see some ads pop up, and then you're also going to see some actual rankings. So these are actual blogs and competitors ranking, right? So if I know your business, right, and you tell me what your niche is, okay, and I'm showing you the live search of a potential keyword, right?
Right.
Best CRM for realtors. Look on the right side. Best free CRM for real estate. The whole entire search query. This was best CRM for realtors.
Okay.
This new keyword is best free CRM for real estate. Completely different. You see what I mean? It's going to yield its own search traffic.
Okay.
Okay? So same thing with this. Top 10 CRM for real estate. So you're going to see tons of these opportunities, and you're going to want to showcase these to the clients. Show them your new tools that you have, okay? You're also going to want something called Mozbar. Okay, Mozbar is another tool that you're going to install on your Chrome.
Okay.
And it's going to give you the ability to have more details around your actual stats in your searches, right?
Fair.
Okay, so those are two tools that I would use on the front end. Another tool, and this is a great one, is SpyFu. Okay, so
I've heard
SpyFu,
of it.
this one is the one that you're going to want to bring up, okay? And this is what I do for SpyFu when selling SEO to anyone. And I'll bring up a competitor, okay? So let's just, CRMs is very global. Let's do something more local, okay? We're going to talk about selling local SEO. So let's say
E-commerce.
that's more global too. Let's say something more local, right? So we could even say like hairstylist, we could say landscaping company, you could say renovation company, right? These are all local businesses.
Okay.
So let's just say renovation, right? Renovation Services Toronto, as an example. You're going to see some ads, and you're going to see some Google My Business. This is a really good way to get traffic to, the GMB, so explain that to them. And then you're going to see some additional actual listings ranking in here, okay?
Okay.
Now, these listings, you're going to explain to the customer that when someone clicks on this, most of the clicks end up on the organic results, not in the ads, which means people are going to come here, they're going to click on your listing, and they're going to need some kind of call to action like book now or contact now or whatever. That's going to convert them, right? So if you go to our website, let's just say we did that search.
And
we
that's
said
managed.
exactly. So we did Toronto SEO services for us. We clicked on ours, and let's analyze this page for a second, right? First thing you do, book a scale up session right there in your face. Second thing, book a scale up session. Third thing, book a scale up session. Before I even scroll anywhere, you're seeing those call to actions. Explain that to your customer. They need to be, remember, SEO is all about education. You are trying to be the professor. They are going to be the apprentice. They are listening. They're the student. You're the professor. 99% of the people you're going to sell in SEO have no idea how SEO works. 99%. You're going to get the average 1% that knows everything about SEO, and they're like telling you what's good. Okay? Those leads, send to me or send to whoever you need help with, but majority of them are not going to know what SEO is. So you need to explain to them these concepts. So book a scale up session 1, book a scale up session 2, book a scale up session 3. You see how I was ranking number 1. They clicked on my result, and immediately they have the next step without any additional action. We have one click, actions available now. You see what I mean? That's what you want. And even if I scroll, look what happens. Scale up session stays there. Scale up session stays there. Keep scrolling. Scale up session. 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 Keep scrolling. Results videos. Case studies. Frequently asked questions. Scale up session. And
One more.
scale up session. And scale up session. There's literally 10 to 15 scale up session opportunities here. Each word you read, no matter where you are on the page, you can schedule the next step. That you must, in order for your SEO to work, must be like that. Must be like that. And you're going to explain to your customer that. So if he doesn't already have that, or she doesn't already have that, guess what? We need to do that for you. That's one thing that we're going to do for you. That's called conversion rate optimization, because the more buttons I have, the higher conversion rate I'm going to have on the lead coming in, right? Because look, all he did for now was search something, right? He's not a lead yet. Only when he clicks and only when he books scale up session will he become a lead in my system for my sales team to then call him, right? So we need to reduce the friction and reduce the amount of steps required such that when they come in off the search, boom, they become a customer or become a lead, right? Okay, so we understand that. Perfect. So I'm going to open up something here called SpyFu, and I want to say something, okay? Let's just say, okay, I actually went over here and I wanted to figure out, let's just say you're about to sell someone on this exact keyword, SEO services, Toronto SEO services, right? I'm going to find my local competitor. Mind you, every single one of these people have been around for 20 plus years since Google's been around. My company is outranking all of them in the middle of something. So these guys have been around for roughly 20 years, okay? Which means they've been around since Google's been around, okay? 2000 and whatever, 5, some of them a little later. We rank number 1. We've only been around for 6 years. Okay? How is that? Why is that, right? Is that because we're better, worse? Is it because we just have better SEO? The answer is yes, we do have better SEO. And SEO is very specific. We're not going to go over how to do SEO in terms of how to deliver on these types of results. We're going to go over how to sell SEO. Okay? So let's just say this guy is one of my competitors, right? A Nerd's World, which is the second runner-up in the search result. I'm going to go to SpyFu.
Right under us.
Right under us, yeah?
Okay.
Let's just say I wasn't even there. Let's just say I wasn't, my website's not even there. I'm just trying to figure out what is it going to take for me to get there. So how do I do that? I need to analyze someone that's already there.
Makes sense.
Make sense? Okay. So I'm going to grab his domain. I'm going to remove all of these additional steps and whatnot. Okay. And I'm going to change the search area to Canada because that's what we're dealing with here. Okay. nerdsworld.com search. This is going to give me a detailed overview. It just started raining.
Yeah.
It's going to give me a detailed overview of all the statistics around this SEO campaign, and this is without a paid campaign. I'm not paying them. I'm just using their free tool right now. We've sold countless SEO campaigns off of the free tool. Okay, no paid subscriptions required. Okay, none of this. Not the Moz bar, not the keywords everywhere, and not SpyFu. All of it's free. Okay, look at this. Just by coming here, Natter, I can tell you that you're getting an estimated 2,562 clicks from Google per month. Okay? Very key statistics here. Why? Because I'm going to ask you something, right? Your competitor is getting 2,562 clicks a month. Okay? How many do you think are booking the scale-up session?
Let's say about 40%.
40%. Why? Because SEO is a strong acquisition channel. People coming in from SEO are Googling what they want. They already know what they want. You just happen to provide it, right? You're number one.
Be at the top.
And be at the top, which you get that trust factor suggested by Google, right? So you're right. It's a higher percentage of people relative to another channel, which might be 10% from ads or 20% from ads, right? From SEO, the traffic that comes in, wow, it's really, 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 really raining right now. But anyways, so the traffic that's coming in, 2,500, right? You're going to tell me 40%. But guess what? I asked you how many. I didn't tell you that 10%, right, came in. I asked you, Natter, my client that's trying to buy SEO from me, right? How many do you think actually booked the scale-up session, right? You said 40%. So let's do some basic math, okay? 40%, 0.4 times, okay, 2,562. That's 1,000 scale-up sessions in 1 month, okay? Now, if I take the 1,000 scale-up sessions, how many scale-up sessions do you think closed?
Let's say 15.
How many?
15%.
15%. So 1,000 times 0.15. 150 new customers off of their SEO strategy. Okay? That many SEO clicks. Okay? Here's okay, so I just by like seeing that one stat, what's your perceived value now?
Incredible.
Incredible, right? You now, if I pitch my price to you at 1K a month, 2K a month, 3K a month, you don't care because I just proved to you the economics that you're going to close 150. Should we rank you there, right? Now, how much do you make per deal?
If we're talking high ticket offers, 2K a month.
2K. Let's just say you make 2K flat. Okay, not even per month. 2K flat. 2K flat times 150 is how much? 2,000 times 150. $300,000 1 month. Are you okay to pay me 2K a month for SEO?
Results like that.
Are you okay to pay me 5K a month for SEO?
With that result, yeah.
What about 10K? Little bit harder now, right?
Yeah.
But still the economics are in your favor because you're making 300 in 1 month. 300 in 1 month, bro. All I'm asking you to pay is 10 this month. Next month I'll bring you another 300. You need to pay 10. Okay? You're actually willing to pay me up to 150K, which is half the return. Half the revenue that's going to be acquired, they'll be willing to pay 50%. That's what I found over the years. Okay? They're not going to do more than that. Okay? Obviously, this is a high number. Okay? This isn't realistic. So, here's what I would have done. Let's rewind. Here's what I would have done. I would have said, okay, your competitor currently ranking in this exact keyword that you're trying to rank for, okay, is currently getting 2,500 clicks. I asked you, how many do you think are booking a scale-up session? What did you say?
40%.
I'm going to stop you right there and say, you know what? Let's go even worse than that. Instead of 40%, let's use 10%. I'm going to say that to you. You're the one that gave me the 40% conversion rate, okay? I'm the one that's telling you your 40% is too high. Let's go to 10%. And that's mentally if it's not too good to be true. So now let's do the whole calculation again. 2,500 clicks times, we said 10% is booking a scale-up session. That's 250 scale-up sessions. Okay. More realistic for sure. 250 scale-up sessions, how many are closing? You said 15%. Times 0.15. 37 new customers. How much are you making per deal again? You said 2,000. Okay, 37.5 times 2,000. You made 75K. Are you willing to pay me 2K a month to make 75K a month?
Well, 2 times 12, yeah.
Yeah. What about 4K a month? To make 75? Yeah, absolutely. You're willing to pay me up to like 35K a month to make your 75K a month. It's free money, right? Of course you're willing to pay, right? Assuming the margins are there, right? Like if the margins are whatever,
they add up.
They add up, right? If it starts to exceed the margin, it starts to not make sense, right? But here's what I want to tell you about SEO. SEO is long term. Okay, so these 2,500 clicks they're getting, that's coming in every single month. No questions asked.
And regardless of what page they're on?
No, the page matters. So their home page, it could be a single page that's ranking, or it could be a particular home page that's ranking, right?
Okay.
But it's usually one page per search. Each search has one page. Okay. So let's just say my company offered SEO services. Toronto SEO services were number 1. Let's just say we did advertising services. Toronto advertising services, we have a separate page for advertising services, and that's ranking number 1. It's a separate keyword, you see?
Right.
Okay, so each keyword gets its own target page. It's kind of like advertising. Each ad gets its own landing page. Okay? Now, here's another thing. Okay, so you see, what we just broke down was the calculation of SEO. We just broke down a calc. Okay, this calc, just by looking at one stat on a screen, I'm able to prove to you the ROI, and you're going to believe me. Now, here's another thing. SpyFu, this is why I love SpyFu. Read this. What does that say?
130K?
Estimated monthly SEO clicks value. I don't even need to make this calculation with you. I'll just grab this number from SpyFu and say, look, the estimated revenue that they're bringing in is 130K. Are you cool with paying my 3K a month? Absolutely. Because 3K a month times 12 is 36 grand. You're making 130 a month. That's upwards of 1.5 mil. On what, 36K for the year? It's a no-brainer, bro, right? So this is why I love SpyFu, because of the stats they're using, okay? And you can even look at more stuff. You can talk about, see, this is only of 2 years worth of ranking history. You can look at a few other competitors, bring up another one, like da-da-da-da-da. Listen, you can see the particular keywords they're ranking for and things like that, and etc., right? But you saw the main stats that were important on SpyFu.
Yep.
Perfect. Next thing I like to do with regards to selling SEO, after I explain the economics to you just like I did, is I like to then come here and I like to explain the SEO process. Because sure, now you know there's an ROI, okay? But you have no clue what I'm going to be doing every month for you to make that happen, to manipulate the search engine such that it leads to you getting more clients.
Right.
You have no idea. So let's talk about that. Let's break that barrier and make sure you understand what I'm doing. And break it down as if I'm talking to a kindergarten. You know? I'm not... Sure, SEO is mad technical, and I can show you countless documents that show how technical this really is. It's very technical stuff. I have a whole tech team dedicated to the SEO side, right? But what I'm going to show you is how to break this down in a very simple way to be able to make anyone understand what we're doing. Okay? All right. So the first thing we do when starting any SEO campaign is we do keyword research.
Okay.
Do you see how I just looked at one keyword, found a competitor, and then did a competitor research? So that's called competitor research. I can map your competitors and see what keywords are your competitors ranking for that's bringing them good value, good return on investment, and then those are the keywords I'll target because those are the keywords bringing good value to the competitors. Therefore, those keywords will bring value to me should I outrank the competitors, right?
Which is going to be the goal at the end of the day.
Exactly. It's exactly what's going to happen. Not only is it going to be the goal, but it's going to be what happens at the end of the day as well. Very important that we're not selling pixie dust here. We fucking kill it when it comes to SEO. We do an absolute great job. Look, we rank ourselves for Toronto SEO, like over hundreds of SEO companies we're outranking, you know? So the first step in any SEO campaign is conducting what's called keyword research. Okay, keyword research, I'm looking at 3 things and 3 things only, okay? I'm looking at search volume. So how did I look at search volume?
SpyFu?
SpyFu is one, but I can also just do keywords everywhere, you see? It'll estimate the volume just on a graph level for me, okay? So that's one way, right? I'm looking at search volume. Next thing I'm looking at, and obviously search volume is all estimations. None of it's like actually like set in stone, you know? Google has something called keywords. They have a keyword planner, and that's for Google Ads. It'll tell you a couple estimated searches. Even that, estimated. They're not going to give you the exact numbers.
Right.
Because people would just manipulate the search engine if they had the exact numbers. So, and here's the thing. It's kind of a mixed relationship with Google. I'll tell you. How does Google make money?
By people paying for their ads. SEO.
Ads. Okay, we'll talk about ads real quick, okay? Because that's the main way they make money. You saw sponsored, maps, and then the organic, right? So, if everyone knew SEO, no one would invest in Google Ads, correct? Why would you invest in Google Ads if you were top on SEO? Like, you think I'm going to go here and invest in Google Ads when I'm number 1 for SEO?
Doesn't make
No
sense.
way. Why would I do it? It's a waste of my money. I'll spend my Google Ad money on something else, on some other keyword, right? So Google has this sort of mixed relationship with SEO, okay? Because the more people know SEO, the worse it is for their revenue, if you think about it. But at the same time, Google wants to rank brands number 1 because they can't lose trustworthiness from their search engine. Imagine I Googled something and the first result was some sketchy link that had like pornography on it or had some weird thing that popped up, right? Would you trust Google?
It's done.
It's done. They're not going to allow for a single bad website to be ranking there. Spammy website, all this stuff. Never, okay? They need to protect the efficacy of their search engine, okay? Because if the search engine is quality and it's trustworthy, guess what? People are going to use the search engine. And if people use the search engine, Google makes money from their ads. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know. So now Google's protecting their search engine. They only want the top people being at the top, not the sketchy people, just the top people. So the only strategies that work are the white hat strategies that are genuine long-term strategies that actually are in Google's favor. And that's another reason why Google changes their algorithm all the time. They want to be one step ahead of these SEO people. Because if they're constantly changing the algorithm on you or making updates like core updates and things like that, guess what? You now have to scram to figure out how to get that new thing done. And it will also, the new algorithm update will weed out all the people that don't know how to do this new thing, which now leaves room for only the big brands to come to the top because they have the know-how, the expertise, and the resources to figure out the Google update to then be at the top again. See what I mean?
Makes sense.
Okay. Now we understand the search engine. You need to explain that to your customer. Everything I'm saying right now must be said to the lead when you're selling them. Okay? Okay, let's go back to our diagram. So we said search volume. Okay? Then we said search intent. Let me ask you something. If I typed in this, right? If I came here and I said, how to run Facebook ads, what am I looking for?
Running Facebook ads?
I'm looking for what? Specifically, what am I looking for? How to run knowledge. I'm looking for information. I'm not looking to hire anyone. I'm not looking to take out my checkbook. I'm not looking to do nothing but ingest information. Okay? Now, if I were to type in Facebook advertising services, what am I looking for?
Someone to provide that service.
Exactly. I'm looking to take out my wallet, take out my credit card, take out my checkbook, and pay someone to do SEO for me because I'm looking for advertising services. Okay? So when we do keyword research, we're looking at search volume and we're looking at search intent. What is the intent? Is the intent for information, informational intent, or is the intent for sales intent? Are they looking to buy? Okay? You get that now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then the third thing we look at is competition. Okay? And I'll explain to you. Facebook advertising services seems very competitive, right? You have a lot of people that are advertising. Facebook themselves rank, right? Very competitive. Big companies. You can even look at some of these stats. Like, look, referring domains, 50 million referring domains, 83 billion backlinks. You're not outranking these motherfuckers, ever. I'll promise you. But what does that mean? This is a high competition. Whether it's a big website or whether it's a local website. Google favors local SEO as well. So sometimes they'll rank a local company above bigger websites. So now look at this. How do I make this less competitive? Watch. Facebook advertising services, Toronto. Guess what? It went from a global competition level to a citywide competition level. And guess what? Do you see Facebook.com ranking anymore?
No.
No. What do you see? Toronto advertising agencies only. And blogs. Local. Local is the key to being successful with SEO. So here's what I'll tell you. This is what I do on every one of my SEO calls. I'm going to pull open my cities and boroughs file, which is going to give me every single city and state in Canada, as well as every single city and state in the US. Okay?
In order to target locally.
Exactly. So let's just say you're based out of Florida. Okay? Florida has 58, okay? 58 boroughs. What I mean by boroughs is Facebook advertising services, Florida. Facebook advertising services, Apalchichocola, whatever that says. Facebook advertising services, Bartow. Facebook advertising services, Belglade. Facebook advertising services, Boca Raton. Facebook advertising services, Cape Coral. See what I mean? I'm ranking you locally for all these boroughs now. I'm expanding your search traffic by getting you local rankings across all these cities and boroughs in your region. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, now you can see as we get the first one, we move to the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth. Eventually, you dominate locally, right? And that's what you want because people want to work with local people anyways. Okay, you understand the keyword research?
Yeah.
Okay, we're looking at search volume, search intent, competition level. Let's just say after doing that analysis, we find out a set of keywords that are the best opportunities from a competition standpoint, from an intent standpoint, and from a search volume standpoint. All of the best keywords. We come up with a list of 30 that all meet our criteria.
Right.
Okay? Remember, this white box, anything that's white is one time. Anything that's yellow is monthly, recurring. See that? Okay. So once we do this first one-time task, then we move on to the recurring. First recurring is on-page optimization. Okay. I'll give you some hacks to understand what this is. On page, it's on the page. Optimizations we're making on the page. Whether that's the layout of the page, whether that's the pictures on the page, whether that's the text on the page, right? All of the on-page optimizations need to be made. Okay, your keyword that you're looking to rank for needs to be on the target page, right? See what I mean?
Yeah.
As Toronto SEO Services, on that page that they click on, it says Toronto SEO Services, right? On the page, it says that many times throughout the page, right? But not overboard, not too many, right?
Right.
So you get that, right? So we're putting on, don't think about it too much. You can always learn more about on-page optimization. You can always go into depth into all these things. But really, we're talking about selling this thing. I'm making adjustments on the page, okay? Then I'm moving on to off-page optimization. I'm making optimizations off the page. Nothing to do with the website. It's not on the website. It's on other websites, okay? Google has an algorithm that favors people who have a lot of backlinks that are high quality. What is a backlink? A backlink is another website online that's linking back to your website. Okay? Every website we design, we're going to put built by Variance Marketing at the bottom and put our own link linking back to our website. See what I mean? It's a backlink, free backlink. We design your website, perfect, built by Variance Marketing. Not only is it credit to us, but also it's a backlink that helps us, right? Let's just say I'm on Reddit and I'm looking for Facebook advertising services on Reddit, and some guy on the Reddit forum, inside the forum, posts something about Variance Marketing. Post a link right inside the forum, Reddit. That's a backlink. Okay?
Okay.
Facebook groups, someone posts a link in a group, that's a backlink. It's called a social link, right? There's tons of different types of backlinks. There's Web 2.0, sponsored links, forum links, business listings, Yelp, 411, Google My Business. There's tons of different types of backlinks that you can create, okay? Online for free, and then a lot of them are paid. The big ones, the good ones, they're all paid, okay?
Right.
We're constantly getting you more backlinks. Anywhere between 80 and 150 backlinks per month. Here's the thing about backlinks. They're all quality. None of them are shit. None of them are just random, terrible links, spammy links. All of them are kosher. All of them are legit. Okay? So that's like Google's popularity contest. Okay? That's how their algorithm knows which websites are the best. Why is Facebook ranking number 1 for Facebook, right? Because it has 50 billion backlinks, right? Such an authoritative website. It's so popular in Google's eyes. Of course they will rank them on the global scale. You see what I mean? It's a massive, massive website. So that has a lot of people talking about it. Think about it like this. On social media, right? I'll give you an analogy, right? Instagram, right? You're just going to have 1 million followers overnight. What do you have to do?
A lot of content.
A lot of content. And what else? Other people
Engagement.
need to be talking about your page.
Yeah.
Need to be tagging your page. Need to be shouting on the story. Need to be doing promotion for you.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth, right?
Okay.
People, bottom line, need to be discussing the page in order for the page to blow up. Regardless, content or not. Content you need, of course. You're going to need content. Because it's like, what are they following, right? Same thing with your website. Your website is content, right? What is the website? It's content, right? It's just we're optimizing for sales content. It's content that leads to people buying. You see what I mean? But I can have a blog post that explains to you how to do this recipe or how to do Facebook ads or whatever, right? That's content. You're coming onto the Google, you're Googling it, boom, the content's there for you, right? It's all content. So same thing with Instagram, right? You can't just get 1 million followers overnight. You need content, but more importantly than anything, you need people talking about the content.
Fair.
More important, okay? And then the algorithm will reward you with more followers, or the algorithm will reward you, in this case, with more traffic and more leads. Make sense? Okay, next bucket, technical SEO. This is things like load speed of your website, like source code optimization. You have things called schema markups, which are these like little pieces of code that sit on every page that tells Google quickly what the page is about. There's tons of these little technical things. Okay, we have a whole technical audit that we go through. We're not going to go over all of it. but it's a big audit, and it has tons of things: video optimizations, URL optimization, site speed optimization, search console, sitemap optimization, robot.txt optimizations, like technical shit that will fly right over your head.
Okay.
And will also fly over the lead's head. No need to get into it. Say the ones I said: load speed, schema markups, source code, spamminess, removing all, disavowing stuff that's bad, right? Okay. And the last bucket is content, which is blog posts, okay? More pages. We need to produce more pages. If I'm trying to rank for Facebook advertising services Delray Beach, I got to have a new page on my website for Delray Beach. See what I'm saying? And then rank that shit for Facebook advertising services by getting more people talking about that page. See what I mean? Not only do I need to create the page, Delray Beach advertising, but I need to get other websites talking about this page, that it's the best Delray advertising page. See what I mean?
Yeah.
And only then will it go up in the rankings. Okay?
Makes sense.
So actively, what are we trying to do with SEO? We're trying to reverse engineer which search terms are going to lead to new clients knocking on your fucking door.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
How do we get new clients knocking on the doors of your business? How? We need to reverse engineer. What are they going to search? Make sense? Okay. A lot of it's guessing, right? A lot of it's research. Okay? A lot of it's also just looking at competitors. Here's another thing I like to say about SEO. SEO is not like advertising. Because advertising, you launch ads, you get great results right away. But right when you cut off the ads, what happens?
No engagement.
No more
leads.
results. Results stop right after the ads get cut off. Okay, so it's a good strategy. Don't get me wrong. I love ads. We run tons of ads. We spend hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on ads. You know, but SEO is not like that. SEO, what I did this month is next month's work is going to build upon what I did last month, and next month's work again is going to build on what I did this month. You see what I mean? It's like taking a snowball and throwing a snowball down a hill. And the snowball is getting bigger and bigger and bigger as it grows down this hill till it gets to the bottom, and eventually it's a big boulder. See what I mean? It doesn't just start off as a boulder. It has to gradually become a boulder. And that's what SEO is. We're getting more people talking about you, gradually making you more popular, gradually producing more pages on your website, gradually acquiring more clicks, gradually making that boulder. The boulder is essentially like your search presence. Think about it like that. We're expanding your search presence online. So as it goes down, and the hill is time. As time goes on, the boulder gets bigger as it's rolling down. Best analogy I can give you in terms of comparing ads to SEO.
Yeah.
So let's look at this graph, right? Results versus time. Okay? As we go through time, results increase gradually. Okay? Let's just say I stop 6 months in. Am I going to lose all 6 months worth of work that I just did? No. You're not. Look at this. If I stop right here, I made this a visual representation, right? If I stop right here, guess what happens? It goes linear now for a bunch of time, and then eventually drops. Because the only reason why it drops is not because Google doesn't want it there. It's because your competitors are investing in SEO, so your competitors are eventually going to outrank you.
Once you stop.
But that's only after a long time. Like you can, like the results you get by month 6 are going to stick for another year. You know, to a year and a half. You know, 2 years even, right? We've seen even more. You know, some of the SEO work I did 6 years ago is still ranking number 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without any additional SEO investment, right? So anyway, so you can see how it eventually just stagnates. But if I continue it, it continues to go up. That's why a lot of businesses, they just continue to pay for SEO. They don't stop their SEO payment because there's always more opportunities to go for. There's always more keywords to rank for.
To really scale.
Yeah. There's tons, right? And even like, for example, this is one of my clients that they're only like 90 days in, not even 60 days in, right? So you can see that their search presence is actively increasing. Okay, you see this bar graph? Okay, it's actively increasing. Okay, over time, just like I said, snowball effect. This is the amount of keywords they're ranking for. I'll pull up another client. Here. Look at this one client here. This is the wrong link. 1 second. Let's pull this up. I'll show you one of their like monthly reports.
Yeah.
They're called Poop Scoop. So this is 1 second. Okay, here's one of the most latest updates since April 17th. Okay, look at that. Let's analyze this together. Okay, this is dark green, position 1 in Google.
Wow.
Light green, positions 2 to 5 on the first page.
Mm-hmm.
Light blue, position 6 to 10 on the first page. Dark blue, page 2. Yellow, page 3. Orange, page 4. Dark orange, page 5 onwards to page 10. And then purple, page 11 onwards. When they first started, this is 90 days in this campaign here. They first started working with us. Orange, yellow, little bit of blues, couple greens. Look what we did, bro. All the oranges eventually became dark blues. They went from this page, these 2 pages, page 4 and 5. Then they went to page 2, dark blue. Then the page 2s turn into page 1s, position 6 to 10, which is bottom of page 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then the page 1s turn into top 5s. Okay? And you can see the dark greens. Look how many number 1 positions they have. And also, look at the graph. It's going upwards, which means they're ranking for even more keywords over time. You see? It's not just the same keywords. Because remember, when they first started, they're at, 12 keywords?
Yeah.
It's not just these going here all turning green.
It's increasing.
It's increasing too, which means we're ranking for more shit.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. Right when there's a saying in SEO. I say this to every one of my potential SEO leads. There's no better place to hide a dead body than on page 2 and onwards of Google. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever click onto page 2?
No.
Never. So the fact that they're getting impressions and clicks when they're on page 2 is an amazing, amazing, amazing sign. Because once we get them to page 1, hockey stick growth. Clients coming in left, right, and center. That's why Poop Scoop left us a testimonial, right? Every single one of our SEO campaigns, this is what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to gradually go up, okay? So anyways, so you understand the process, you understand how long the results stick, okay? And what's crazy is that if you explain this correctly, and you can also explain this financially to people. Like, I'll show you how to do that. So if I go here and I type in SEO calc, I have like SEO demos and a few other things, but we're not going to look at those right now. I just want to fundamentally explain how SEO sort of looks financially. Okay? So check this out. Okay, this is a financial document. You can recreate this for people, right? Let's just say you're paying me $3K a month for SEO.
Mm-hmm.
$3K a month, every month. Month 1, revenue you got, $0. You paid me $3K though. Because results do not, that's the only caveat about SEO, takes a while. Some clients we get 90 days, smash it like that. Boom. 5-star review right there. Other clients, usually it takes anywhere between 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months to get those first page. Okay. So let's just say, and I want you to stay conservative when you tell them how long it's going to take. That's why we only sign 12-month agreements, because there's no point signing lower than that. So $3K a month, no revenue. For 3 months, no revenue. Because they're not on first page yet. Only when they're first page is when people are going to start to see them. Is when people are going to start to book the scale-up session. Because they see them, right? They don't see them on page 2, right? So the only time someone can make money from SEO is if they rank on first page, where they get visibility, right? So look, no visibility. They're already 9K deep by month 3. Okay, visually, you see this? Boom, month 4, they get the first couple rankings, first page. They make 10K.
Wow.
Month 5, 11K. Month 6, 12K. Month 7, 13K. Revenue.
Wow.
Month 8, 14K. 9, 16K. 10, because remember, it builds upon itself, right? The traffic only increases. And look, let's see the red. Remember, this is scenario 1, 12-month contract. So we're only working till here. Red, we stopped. Guess what? Look at the revenue. Still goes. Even though we stopped spending the 3K. So yes, initially there's 9K here worth of no revenue, but cost, 9K cost, before you saw the first 10K that came in, right? But guess what? That recoups itself on the back end, because once we stop the SEO plan, you're still making revenue. Look, it's tapering off, right? 21K, 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 21, 19, 17, 15. It's tapering off.
Right.
Naturally. It's not going to continue forever. But you can see how valuable this is and how long-term the results are. And a 24-month scenario, say, look, this person spent $36,000, made $300K in total for the year, right? 24 months, they spent $72K. We're assuming the same thing, 3K a month, 1.2 mil in 2 years.
Wow.
And that's because you're visually explaining this. It goes till month 24. Stops at month 24. The revenue built up over time, and the revenue continues until it tapers off. Right? That's the beauty of SEO. Okay?
Beauty.
And here's the thing. You want to sell this, you must rank yourself. So if we look here, Cannabis Franchise Canada. This is my other company, Cannabis Franchise Business. We rank number 1, Modern Day Cannabis. All the leads for Modern Day Cannabis, they're coming in right into our Modern Day website leads. Just in the last 30 days, we got about 327 results, 327 leads, okay? Just from that one ranking, okay? You got to show that live on calls. You got to show that, hey, not only do we have case studies, we have a whole case study booklet. I'm not going to show it in this video because there's no need to do that, but I'll send you the case study video. I'll send you our case study booklet so you can show some previous results we've achieved. But ultimately, you have to show results. You have to show that you're able to do this, and you have to explain this properly. Do you see how you're more educated now in SEO? Now, if I sent you a contract for 1K a month, not 3K, 1K. 1K a month.
I'm sold.
You paying me?
Yeah.
Perfect. Mission accomplished. That's how you sell SEO. Okay? Very technical. It takes a while. We've been recording this for 47 minutes.
Wow.
It takes a while. Okay? To explain everything, right? But if you do it correctly, and if you do it in the right sequence, and if they understand, the key word here is telling them, do you understand? After you explain something, do you get that? Do you have any questions? Make sure you pause and ask them if they understand. A lot of leads will just tell you, yeah, oh yeah, no, not yeah, no, okay? They must understand. Do you understand that? Yeah, I heard yeah, therefore I'm going to move on to the next point. I'm not going to move on until I hear yeah, I understand. See what I mean? And also ask a bunch of questions. Obviously, the more you ask questions about their business, the more they're going to believe in you. People like to talk about themselves. So yeah, that's how you sell SEO. Guys, like and subscribe, comment on this video if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. I'm glad you liked that video. Listen, if you really want to scale your agency, there is no better program online than my coaching program. I swear, there's tons of these gurus that will tell you all this cookie cutter stuff. I'm the only guy that will actually hold you accountable to getting to $100,000 a month. Very simply, the processes and protocols that I have in my agency are very, very robust and secretive. I share a lot of free content online, but my paid content and my paid coaching is what gets you to the next level, okay? So if you're interested, just click the link below, okay? There's gonna be a link so that you can book a time with me or my team, and we're gonna show you exactly the roadmap on how to get from literally $0 to $100,000 a month using the marketing agency model, okay? Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.